Dogs and cats living together. That's hysteria. Wow! Can you dig it? Can you dig it? Can you dig
it? What's up, weirdos, and welcome back to the Lucid Nightmare. I'm your host, as always, Jay Schatzer. And today, well, we got a fantastically weird flick lined up for you. It is Gerardo de Leon and Eddie Romero's 1968 just really crazy flick. It is Mad Doctor of Blood Island. And this one is actually really fascinating and fantastically gory and strange. So let's get into it, guys. Here is Mad Doctor of Blood Island. Mad Doctor of Blood Island is a wild and crazy low-budget late 60s horror flick, shot in the Philippines and composed of countless gross-out moments and an impressive amount of complete and utter sleaze. Rounded out with a concise cast of impressionable characters and filled to the brim with a science fiction horror blend that effortlessly soaks up the weirdness of the picture, the production definitely is a spectacle to behold, and one that you won't soon forget. Brutal, grotesque, and entirely silly and reckless fun. Mad Doctor of Blood Island is an entertaining cinematic experience that is well worth the price of admission and then some. The film follows a young and brash American doctor named Dr. Bill Foster and a beautiful young woman named Sheila Willard as they travel to a secluded and isolated island in order to investigate a strange disease that has swept over the area and might have ties to Sheila's missing father, Dr. Willard. This peculiar disease is transforming the inhabitants of the island into deformed and monstrously violent creatures, and the source of these mutations seem to lead to Mad Dr. Lorca, whose experiments on life everlasting have run amok and gone terribly wrong, locking the island in fear and the natives in a desperate fight for survival. Outstandingly robust and colorful and quirky late 60s schlock, the cast of Mad Doctor of Blood Island is as interesting as the film's title, with campy personas aplenty and enough drive-in B-movie silliness to shake a stick at. Played completely earnest and performed at the best of their ability. The actors and actresses of this oddly portrayed production give it their all in melding into this weird cinematic world that director Eddie Romero and Gerardo de Leon have crafted up. The unsung heroes and crazy characters of this out-of-control flick are John Ashley as Dr. Bill Foster, the fresh-faced man of science who's determined to get to the bottom of the mystery and find the cause of the disease. Angelique Pettyjohn as Sheila Willard, the drop-dead gorgeous stunner who's searching for her long-lost physician father. Ronald Remy as Dr. Lorca, the titular Mad Doctor of Blood Island and the man behind the plague of monsters ravaging the island. Toady Edmonds as Dr. Willard, Sheila's drunk doctor father and foil in Mad Dr. Lorca's twisted schemes. Ronaldo Valdez as Carlos Lopez, a native of the island come back to reunite with his mother and discover the mystery behind his father's death. And finally, Alicia Alonso as Marla, a beautiful young native who's tied up with the madness unraveling on the island. Sometimes stoic, oftentimes cheesy, the cast of Mad Doctor of Blood Island is a respectable bunch, as they do their best to up the entertainment value of this completely bonkers and highly enjoyable film. Weird, unruly, and without a doubt chaotic, the overall feel and atmosphere of Mad Doctor of Blood Island is an absolute blast of B-movie cliches and abundantly gross-out special effects that keep the viewer on their toes, making for an unpredictable ride where anything can happen, and most certainly does. The special effects of the monstrous ghouls, both infected and full-blown transformed, are actually rather effective and unsettling, and for the low-budget nature of the production, honestly presents a movie monster that is disturbingly strange and altogether wholly interesting to marvel at. with its penchant for bloody violence and its constant sleaze meter locked in at 100. Mad Doctor of Blood Island is a blast and a half that always throws something unique and memorable at its audience, even if it doesn't have the money to do so or sometimes the basic filmmaking knowledge to pull off all its ambitious aspirations. It's a lovely low-budget creature concoction that wears its heart on its sleeve and is far better for it. If you love wild Philippine productions that throw caution to the wind in order to create something truly memorable, then you'll absolutely get a kick out of this strange cinematic wonder. In the end, Mad Doctor of Blood Island is a ridiculously fun science fiction horror hybrid that entertains to the ghastly max and thrills with no frills silliness and 60s schlock style. And there you have it, you cinema-loving freaks. That is the ultimately entertaining and just plain bizarre horror flick. That is Mad Doctor of Blood Island. Just a really, really great film. I really enjoyed it when I saw it for the first time last year, and just kind of blown away of how sleazy and weird and strange and bizarre the whole thing is. Really cool film, and actually has some cool style to it. But guys, that is it for me today. Hope you like that one, and I hope you like what I'm doing here. If you do, please like and subscribe, and if you have time, leave a comment below because I'd love to hear from you. But until then, I'll see you all at the next movie review. Take care.